Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Silent breed is people! One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
E.T. phone home.
It's the Al Travis Show, and we love getting her on here when we can. She is Staci Bennett. She is the executive director there, business director at Explore Alexandria. Staci, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Al?
I don't know about great, but I'm not living in the Alexandria area where I presume you guys are just primed right now. We had a pretty early spring, if you will. We've got plenty of water. I presume the lakes are like a bathtub. They're filled up. You guys ready to rock and roll, right? Trees are turning. How gorgeous is it?
It is so beautiful. The lakes this weekend were full of people who've come back. Our snowbirds came back. We've had a lot of people already vacationing. It's just beautiful. And I attended my first ever hillbilly triathlon, Al.
Curiosity, because I don't know what that is. What is a hillbilly triathlon?
So Copper Trail Brewing, this was their second year putting on a hillbilly triathlon. They start with trap shooting. They then do...
Nice. I like that. Golf. I'm sorry, I interrupted. What was the second thing?
9 holes of golf.
Okay.
Then parking lot, trash can beer pong.
Oh, right. All right. Well, that sounds like an absolutely fun event, and a lot of people show up. I mean, it's different. I like it.
Yeah, it's definitely a growing event, and it was just so fun to see everybody participating and having a blast. And the weather was perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better day for it. It was on Sunday, so yeah, it's been great.
Good for you guys. Now, when I watch, and I'm going to give you a lot of credit, the wife and I, for no apparent reason except we need something to do, we go try to find different areas. Just go have a weekend stay, and we'll just see what the towns are like and that sort of thing. When you look at Explore Alexandria's website, you must have the most robust website I think I've ever seen anywhere near a town your size. I mean, what does it not have on there?
Great question. If there's something you don't have, you better tell me.
I don't. And that's kind of you're going someplace well when you have that much stuff to talk about that you can spend. I mean, you're going to spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on your website going, oh, look at this, honey, look at this. And we literally did that with Explore Alexandria. And now you guys have been a client here for a long time on their station. I appreciate that. But what you guys offer is just unique. This hillbilly triathlon thing. There's something in the water up there. You guys have stuff going on all the flipping time. You try a hillbilly triathlon. It catches on. It sounds like it is. It's going to go further. There's always something, I don't want to say strange because that sounds wrong, something unique happening in Alexandria. Is that fair?
I think so.
So what causes that? I mean, is it just what I want to say, the way people are raised there? They've just got used to saying, hey, I got an idea. And Bob will say, oh, great idea. Let's give it a shot. I mean, there's got to be something that you don't see this amount of stuff going on in such a small town.
Yeah. One, we have such a supportive community. People come up with ideas and it's, okay, how can we help? How can we collaborate? Yeah. And you don't necessarily find that everywhere. We have people who've kind of gone out and lived all over the place. Yep. And you don't get those same opportunities. And it's funny to say you don't get the same opportunities in a bigger city, but to go after that entrepreneurial spirit, you don't necessarily. And in Alexandria, people are truly so friendly, so supportive, so collaborative, that it's this beautiful ground to grow all of these great ideas. And the support is immense.
What gets me is, again, you go to like your website and you look at the calendar. What's going on here? You might as well spend time looking at the days where there isn't something, because there's so few of those. There's something going on every single day, and it's always something different. Annual Duffers Delight, again, golf stuff hits my eye. It's like, right next to Story Time in the Gardens. I mean, like, you could take a family to Alex and have something for everyone. If the wife wants to go have, a wine and whatever she would drink, you guys have that there, and I find that remarkable at the level that you've got it.
Well, thank you.
Well, so
and it continues to grow.
Well, it can't. What do you guys consider Alexandria? I mean, you're talking all the lakes. You got the trails. Some of that must go out the city limits. You're not talking inside the city limits. You must be talking how big an area do you consider Alexandria?
You know, it kind of depends. We include, some of the townships around Alexandria.
Sure.
Because truly, I mean, it's you don't know when you're in Alexandria versus outside of Alexandria.
Yeah. Sure.
It's all just, it's not like the city with its suburbs that all have their individual feelings. Like, it's just, you have this beautiful area. You're in a lake, and then suddenly you're in a different township or a different, town.
Doesn't bother me.
It's all beautiful and all connected.
So what, as we're coming into these summer months, is it too late to plan something? I mean, into the summer months, it's still May. I mean, for heaven's sake, some of us are, it's gotten springy very early. I get that. But is it now? Get your booking done, go online, hit the stay button or the plan button and find your spot? Is that what we need to do?
Yes. Things are definitely booking up fast. But we were just talking about rooms around the 4th of July because we have a lot of events. We always have our annual Star Storm event, the fireworks display at Arrowwood on July 4th. Oh, wow. Carlos Creek is having like a maker's fair and a band on the 3rd. So that weekend, a lot of properties are filling up, but the hotels still do have some space. But
Sure.
Now is definitely the time to be making reservations for at least June and July.
Sure. When my wife and I look, for a city to go try out, and that's what we call it, we're going to try on the city and see what it looks like. A thing for my wife is good shopping. And I would say good, great, everybody's got a Walmart, good for you. But unique shopping. Can I find something that has the boutique-y flair? My wife loves that stuff. You guys got it in spades up there.
We do. Our historic downtown is phenomenal. I was actually just looking at it last night. And, so many of our downtown stores are women owned. Mm-hmm. And that, nothing against men, Al, not saying
no,
that. But
yes.
Touch that having a female-owned store, a lot of them employ teenagers and are, really teaching them strong customer service skills. Again, part of that community feeling. But we have everything from an independent bookstore to women's clothing to antiques. You find it all.
Well, because again, my wife and I look, you got to spend some time. If you're going to spend some time, you really want to look. You have like 7 pages of shops. It's not like, hey, you can go to one of these 3 things and there's a boutique and you got lucky. No, there are 7 pages of shops in the Alexandria area. How big is Alexandria itself? Do you know off the top of your head roughly how many people live in Alexandria? How big the city?
Our year-round population is just under 15,000.
See, that's ridiculous. You have that much stuff for 15,000 people. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Obviously, summer tourism season, we see our population about triple.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, it is. That's why I was, I moved from a bigger city, and everything I need is here.
See, it's funny because we're probably crashing. You come from a big city, come down here thinking you're going to get nothing. You're like, I got just everything I want here. Why would I go anywhere? I come from a really small town, and we go to the big city of Alex, and you're like, what else do you need? We'll go to break. I want to talk a little bit about some of the fun stuff. Some of the fun stuff. I'm a golf guy. And you just hit golf courses in Alex, and you're like, holy crap, rollies. I want to say, maybe you'll look this up for me. Is there a chance I could go there, and do I have to make a reservations wheel 3 days in a row? Is there a package that I can get? Is there an Explore Alex golf extravaganza? See, I'm coming up with something you might want to start, young lady. Ooh, all golf. We'll talk about it. Coming up right after this. I've got her, Staci Bennett from Explore Alexandria.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
Chanhassen Dinner Theaters brings you its most popular show of all time, Grease. You'll hear all your favorite hits from the Broadway musical and the movie. Join the whole gang at Rydell High. We'll sing, we'll dance, we'll bring you back to high school life in the 50s. Poodle skirts, bobby socks, the soda shop, and drive-in movies. Grease! It'll rock your socks off. Order your tickets today. Visit chanhassendt.com.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
I've got Staci Bennett with us from Explore Alexandria talking about all the great stuff there, and I brought up the golf. When you go to the golf page, you have 10 golf options on your website alone in Alexandria. Like, there's no way there are 15,000 people in that town. But one of my, really, the hook and slice was actually an indoor. Because you get with your buddies and you go for the guy weekend, and then on Saturday it rains or something. It's like, let's go to hook and slice. How do you have 10 golf courses? I played 2 of them, by the way. They're fantastic. The Alexandria and the Geneva. Great golf courses. How do you get 10 of them in your neck of the woods? That's crazy.
You know, we were the home of Tom Lehman.
Yep.
And so he was big in establishing, some of the golf courses around here, making sure that it's a place that, not only upcoming golfers, high school, college age can, really hone their skills, get that practice. Yeah. But also just, that's something that this beautiful lakes area, obviously, people are so interested in, and it's such a huge part of outdoor recreation. That when that's our thing, like we've got to have it. So we actually call it the chain of links, those 9 outdoor golf courses.
Nice. Now, do the chain
of links.
Yeah, I like that. So is there a pack? I mean, could I easily just go to one of them and say, I need the travel pack. I want to play 3 or 5 golf courses. Do they have that, or is that on me? Because we might come up with that.
So we don't have anything, but I think that's a great idea. That's something we should work on.
Because then you got the ultimate golf weekend.
That's right. On our website, we do make it easy that you can book golf tee times through our website. And so you don't have to go to all the different websites, call different people. Your website is extraordinary. This is, again, one stop, just spending some time. Because Guy Weekend's coming up, our 60th this fall. 4 of us, we might be bringing our spouses along, but you got to look along and say, okay, what are we going to do? We can go golfing. What do the ladies do? That back to the shopping, and they love doing that stuff. Then it's like, well, where do we go out to eat? The restaurants are unbelievable. I mean, if you're looking at the menus, you've given me some decents before, but there's the vineyards, there's the brewing companies. There really isn't a lack of finding what you want.
I mean, how many vineyards you got? I'm looking at winery, distillery, winery. Holy Hannah.
We have, I mean, again, we have far more than you would ever expect a city our size to have.
And then, so you do that, right? We get online and say, okay, Alexandria's our place. Guys will load up on some golfing, how many days we're going to be there. You can sign up for those. Then you can go on and literally sign up for your hotel stay, right? I mean, you have the ability to do that, hit there. So now that's taken care of. Now it's just a matter of the wives saying, okay, we're going to go here on this day and here on this day. And it's pretty much taken care of. Do you, if it was, what do they call them? Verbos, Airbnbs, does that link up with you, or is that a whole separate thing? I don't know the answer to that. I don't mean to.
We have all of those listed, and it will link to their specific Verbo or Airbnb page.
That is too easy. And then I'm going to tell folks, then all you got to do is, once you've got all that set, hit the events and go to the, what do you call it? The calendar.
Yes.
And look at the days that you're there and saying, oh, what do you know? Trivia night here. That'll be a lot of fun if we're going to do that after the thing or the singing. You guys, stuff going on, live music. Do you have live music going on every weekend in this town?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, you say that. I live in a town we don't have live music every weekend. I mean, every weekend. Multiple places.
Multiple places.
And would these generally be local folks? And I don't mean that in a bad way. They can be very good bands. Or do you get names of people we know? Do you know?
It's a good variety. That July 3rd concert, the band that's playing is actually currently touring with the Fray as their opening band.
See, you guys don't know what you got there, do you? Do the people of Alexandria know what Alexandria has?
Here, the more they kind of take it for granted.
Well, I can imagine you would. I mean, I live out here in corn country. We love watching the corn grow, but that literally is what we do. There's just a difference. That's all. It's amazing to me. I think you're living in God's country up there, to be quite frank.
It's hard to deny that when you're driving through.
Yeah. So let's do this to wrap this thing up. Best way, easiest way. When do I need to get this stuff done by? July 4th, you're talking is already busy. You're going to have to grab something quick. Is it fall now? Start looking at your August, Septembers and that sort of thing. What is it we want people looking at?
We always, I will say, we typically have openings whenever. It's just going to be more limited. So if you're really looking at, a specific property or doing specific things, definitely plan out at least a month in advance. But otherwise, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from, deciding on Thursday you need a long weekend and finding those last minute openings.
I love that. I love it a lot. Again, there's probably not a better web page. I don't know if you do that yourself. You got somebody doing it. Probably not a better web page to literally showcase everything that a community has. I mean, it's unbelievable, quite frankly. And I've looked at a lot of them, so I'm not even blowing smoke. It's an amazing website.
Well, we work with a phenomenal local design group called Cyber Sprout.
Is that an Alexandria group, Cyber Sprout?
Amazingly talented people here.
Well, yeah, and again, it's you also have to have the how do I put it? You have to have the content to put on. You can have a great web guy, but if it's just showing this picture of the same thing all the time, I'm looking at your golf courses and all the links. You've done yourself proud. I think people should go there and take a look. Staci, I thank you very much for taking your time on this Thursday to be with us. Thank you.
My pleasure, Al.
She's Staci Bennett. She's with Explore Alexandria on the Al Travis Show.